Welcome back to Morning Break. We're taking a live look outside with our WTOC Savannah Riverfront Skycam. Got a little boat action going on outside. Definitely a beautiful Friday, and I am not mad at it at all. Well, folks, he's turned a life-challenging challenge into a powerful mission of creating an event that empowers and uplifts others who share similar experience. Five Toes Down founder Henry Bryant joins me today in the studio with the details on his first We Can Still Move and Groove social. You have such a story. Thank you for being here with us today.
No, thank you for the invite. I am glad to be here.
We're going to get into the fun part of the Move and Groove social in just a few, but I really want you to start by telling me about your story.
Okay, so I became a right below knee amputee at age 34 from a motorcycle accident. No fault of my own. I felt like I was the safest rider out there. I did the riding course. I usually ride with like my jacket and everything like that. But one day just was coming back from Tybee Island and again was involved in a motorcycle accident where the end result was that I lost my leg. So again, that was hard for me to deal with at age 34. I didn't know any amputees prior. I didn't know anybody like myself. So I went through that whole period of feeling like, okay, my life is over at this point. I'm going to spend the rest of my life in a wheelchair. I'll never be able to do the things that I was doing before. It's just by the grace of God, I've met nothing but angels here throughout my whole process. So anytime I started questioning like my faith or questioning my reason for still being here, it was always someone that popped up, either a nurse, practitioner, the doctors. They all saw something in me at the time that I didn't see in myself. So just by continuing to go through the process, I started working on myself. I started trying to heal, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So when all those started coming together, that's when I started forming this whole Five Toes Down movement, because to start my day, either way, I had to put 5 toes down, and whatever the mission was, that's how it would start it. And I just led with that. So I started getting my emotions out by writing, so I wrote a book. I produced 2 coloring books. And then I just kept going. So every opportunity I get at this point, I try to take it, and I don't look back.
I am so inspired just hearing you talk and look back on such an unfortunate accident. I can see, you know, your faith just coming through as you talk about it. Tell me, what is it like to go through something like that, but say, I still know who I am. I still know that there's so much more out there for me. Just kind of picking yourself back up for others who may be dealing with what you were going through at age 34.
So the hardest part is actually dealing with it, because you have a lot of emotions. Life doesn't stop regardless of what's going on. Everybody's going through something. It's just when you become an amputee or anything like that, you can visually see it on the outside. So again, you may be going through something I just don't know, but with me, when you see me, if you see I'm missing part of my leg, you know something had to happen. So dealing with the fact that of the loss, that's the most important part. Once I started dealing with the fact that, okay, that part of me is gone, but I still have life, I still need to push on, that's when I started putting those pieces together. And like I said, I started strengthening my faith, and everything else kind of aligned along the way just to make it better.
That's amazing, picking yourself back up. And now you're bringing others into it as well, others who may be able to relate to your story. Tell me a little bit about the Move and Groove social you have coming up.
Okay, so the Move and Groove social is something I want to do because, again, the position that I'm in, I work for a prosthetist company now, Reform Prosthetics. So I get to meet a lot of amputees, whereas the normal amputee around Savannah, you know, you will see them if you're out or if they're wearing shorts, then you would kind of see them and you would make a relationship. A lot of the patients that we have, all of them are in that space where I was at, where it was like, okay, I've dealt with the fact that I've had the amputation, but now how do I deal with it on a social aspect? I wasn't always big on social media, but you can't tell that now. So this Move and Groove social is just an outing for all my amputees, friends, family, loved ones, to come out and have a good time. You'll meet someone like yourself, and who knows, you may build a lifelong relationship that will definitely help you along the way, because you need that help, you need that strength, and you need that support. And everybody's support system looks a little different. So I just want to bring all the amputees together, because here in Savannah, it's not anything that I've noticed that they have as far as for amputees to come together, unless it's like a veteran or something like that, but everybody's not on the veteran status. So I just want to do it for everybody. And I've been invited to things outside the city. And I've always tried to put this off on somebody else, but it was just like, hey, Henry, take it by the horns and you do it. So this will be the first social event and not the last social event.
That's awesome. First, not the last. I love to hear it.
Oh,
Really
yes.
quickly, tell me how people can find out more and buy tickets as well.
They can follow me on all social media at 5 Toes Down, spell the words out, 5 Toes Down on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you can purchase your tickets there. You can contact me, my email, all the information is on there.
Thank you so much for joining us and sharing a piece of you with us. It means a lot, and we're looking forward to seeing how your event goes.
It's going to be a blast. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming. It's finally here, the weekend, and for